Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMatches.com here with match number 1 with the Goblins in Modern Goblins. Yes, we'd like to keep this hand. It's a decent hand. 2 lands. We need a 3rd land to be able to cast a Reckless Bushwhacker. And we have the 2nd turn Piledriver. This is fine. We'll get in with the Legion Loyalist on turn number 1 for damage. See if we're going up against... Doesn't look like it's the Eldrazi Menace. Go ahead and just cast this Legion Loyalist and we'll get in for the 1 damage. Goblin Piledriver still seems like it's the best turn 2 play. And I hope we actually are going to get some sort of Lingering Souls brew, as the Loyalist will do very well against Lingering Souls. Timely Reinforces, not so much. A young Pyromancer is going to be a bit of an issue to deal with. I wonder if I do attack in or not with the Legion Loyalist. He might just decide to trade. Doubtful. I think that he won't trade here. Yeah, he'll just take the damage. He wants to get as much value out of it as possible. And I'm just going to put out the Goblin Piledriver. And the next turn we'll throw out the Goblin Chieftain. And then have a pretty good plan with the Bushwhacker and Wardriver. I need the Legion Loyalist to survive. It makes all of my creatures not being blocked by tokens. And I'm sure, what does he do here? He's going to take out the Piledriver. Yeah, I think he should have taken out the Loyalist, to be honest. I think that it is a much more powerful card with the young Pyromancer. A lot of people forget that tokens cannot be blocked, or cannot block, with the Legion Loyalist Battalion trigger. So there's a Bushwhacker. That's going to be a nice card because we can cast a Bushwhacker and then Surge a Reckless Bushwhacker. But probably the correct play is just going to be the Chieftain and attack in. See if you pass the Chieftain. So he does have a Path to Exile, and this is going to be rough because we lose our Legion Loyalist. So possibly I should have just attacked in with the Chieftain. But now he's in pretty great shape. We do get the other land, so now we can Goblin Wardriver and Bushwhacker. He'll attack in with both. I don't think he wants to race at this point. He's still stuck on 2 land, but it means he has a lot of ammo. I think that we will just Wardriver and then kick a Bushwhacker. And I'm sure a Lightning Bolt and another Path to Exile are going to take care. Or it's just going to be a Lightning Helix, it looks like, on the Wardriver. And I don't believe I attack in with the Bushwhacker. So we need to find another Legion Loyalist for just a huge swing. And then I need to avoid drawing lands for sure. Other than it's going to be a Legion Loyalist and then the Surge Reckless Bushwhacker with the Goblin Grenade. The problem with this is he's going to be gaining life off of subsequent Lightning Helixes. I wonder if Boros Charm's in here. The Forked Bolts are going to be really good, as well as the Searing Blood, because this deck does tend to use Lingering Souls, Young Pyromancers. I wonder if it could even be the Monastery Mentor that's in this one, but Dark Confidant usually is in this deck list as well. So attacking with 2 elementals We'll just let it go through. Go down to a 13. Still doesn't have any lands. He's got perfect lands with just the 2. Unless he has a handful of mentors. The Mogg Fanatic's great. I'm in a Mogg Fanatic here, and then Reckless Bushwhacker. And then we have a Goblin Grenade. And he'll block the Mogg Fanatic. That is fine. I was going to sack it to kill the Young Pyromancer anyway. And does he have another Helix? Path to Exile. Here I'm going to... No, that's fine. Do we grenade him? He's already declared blockers. That's a sorcery anyway. Yeah, I can't do anything against that. So he's down to a 17. Loyalist would still be a great draw. See if he still decides attacking with all the elementals. So he's gonna attempt to race. And still not a land. So probably more helixes or something like that. And we draw into a land. I don't think I cast anything here. I think it is attacking with the Reckless Bushwhacker. And see, no play on his part. Shambling Vent into play tapped. Looks like it'll attack in for... He did it last turn, so he's probably going to attack in for 3 again. And see if we can do 15 in 1 turn. The Arsonist is nice because we can now kick another Bushwhacker. Surge in the Reckless Bushwhacker. Attack in for 7. Get him down to an 8. And so he can attack in for 5 on the backswing. I might need to take care of a token with a Goblin Arsonist. I mean, we're 2 damage short from... I mean, he has to drop a land to activate the Shambling Vent, but I think I need to just use this Goblin Grenade right now. And take it out an elemental. And that will take me right out of the lightning bolt range from the elementals. And put him in lightning bolt range. Or a Goblin Grenade range. So there's the Lingering Souls. So I have a few top decks we can top deck out of this. I think he needs to attack with these elementals. But he does not. So War Marshal's nice. I think he'd lose some elementals. We'll just cast the Mogg War Marshal. He's most likely going to bring back his Lingering Souls. We have a few things we can top deck into. Again, a Lightning Bolt can do the trick. Would also be not quite lethal, I guess, because he could block 4 things. So he's going to flashback the Lingering Souls and possibly keep up a Lightning Bolt. If a Lightning Bolt is in his hand. And so this turn, I'm going to play the Echo cost. Might as well. And unfortunately, we drew into a mountain, so don't know if I can survive this. I think we do, just attacking with the team. That way he loses all of his spirit tokens, but I think he might just have a Lightning Bolt in his hand. Because we're going to get back a Goblin for the Goblin Grenade, so I'll swing in. Very close game. And he'll block everything. That's fine. Get back a Goblin. Just keep this in hand in case he's got like a Thoughtseize or a Duress. You can make him use it for a mountain. Still has 6 cards in his hand. I mean, he's avoided drawing lands for... Only drawn 1 land this entire game. And we are on turn number 10. So that was pretty ideal for the Mardu. He finds his second land, but he can't really activate it. I think I'm just going to die to a Lightning Bolt. He hasn't used a Lightning Bolt yet. And a Helix or a Lightning Bolt will just win the game here. He can actually activate the Shambling Vent. Legion Loyalist is still pretty bad. I think we're just going to keep it in our hand, though. Because he can activate, go down to 2, block. We have to block, though, with he activates with the Shambling Vent, so... I think that I just hold back and hope it buys me one more turn. But the majority of his cards, I think, can just flat out kill me. Best case scenario, he draws like a Lingering Souls and decides just to play it. And then we have the Legion Loyalist and we can top deck into another card and then swing in for lethal because of the triggers off the Legion Loyalist. But if he just activates the vent, we have to block the vent, and then we can drop a Legion Loyalist, and a Goblin Grenade could top deck us out of this. So we're going down to a 1. And no play on our opponent's part. And Piledriver's not going to do it. It won't have haste. So we lose this game. We will go onto the sideboard and bring in all the Forked Bolts, I believe. Searing Bloods are actually decent. Skullcracks are okay. I think that we need to have... I don't like the Piledrivers in this particular match. I mean, Trample and Plus, it's a 2-drop that I think gives the least amount of value. So I think that's the obvious cut, and we'll bring in 2 Fork Bolts and probably a Searing Blood. Maybe take out a Goblin Grenade. But Legion Loyalist would be key for this matchup. Frenzied Goblin also seems to be a little bit weak. I'm going to bring one more Searing Blood in. And call that good. Double Lightning Bolt. Mogg Fanatic. Mogg Fanatic's good against Young Pyromancer. I know, we need some help here. I need to draw a second land. Because we have a lot of damage here. And at least get an Arsonist. It's something we can play. So he's down to a 19. Hasn't shocked himself for this deck fetches and shocks a lot, and that should help us out. But with Lightning Helix, we miss our land drop again. And we'll just pass turn. Want him just to throw out like a Mentor. It's down to an 18. And a Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls is pretty good. I won't be able to bolt it. I don't think I want to bolt. We need to draw a land here for like a Searing Blood. It's another Mogg Fanatic. So now we're in the opposite end of the spectrum of last game. We'll attack him with the Arsonist. See if he wants to block it. This will take care of Lingering Souls. So another Marsh Flats. Cast another Lingering Souls. And we find our mountain. Okay, so perfect. I think we just pass. And we start Searing Blooding these Lingering Souls. And he'll hard cast another Lingering Souls. When he attacks in with one of them, we'll Searing Blood it. As a Mogg War Marshal, I still think that the right play is just to hold back. We kind of have him on the ropes. Decides not to sack his Marsh Flats. We have 9 damage on board with, or in our hand with the bolts. And he's actually going to target a Fanatic. And I have to discard a card, so I think we still do the damage to him. And I don't see the Goblin Wardriver really doing anything in this match. So that helps. He gets down to an 11. And down to a 9. And I hope he's trying to Lightning Helix. It's just going to be Young Pyromancer. And we'll Searing Blood it. I hope he attacks me with all of his spirits, actually. Yeah, we'll take the damage. And then he just dies from the double bolt. Alrighty, so I still think that maybe just Skullcrack, going for more of a Searing Blood and Skullcrack might just be a better plan than even these Goblin Wardrivers. I want everything to at least have haste or have some sort of value. And so Searing Blood, even Skullcrack. What else could I take out? Possibly even the War Marshals? Legion Loyalists I still love. Mogg Fanatics and Goblin Arsonists I like. And possibly even just the Goblin Chieftains we can take out for even more burn. And I think that just going the burn route is actually better versus this deck, so we'll submit this. He doesn't have a lot of life gain, just the Lightning Helix is all we've seen. We haven't seen like Dragon Claws or whatnot. I guess we keep this particular hand again with the 1 land. because we draw into 2 land, we'll be pretty good to go with being able to kick a Goblin Bushwhacker. So we do draw the land. He puts out a... I think we bolt him. End a turn. And that's a beautiful draw with the Mogg War Marshal. Depending on what he does here, I probably won't pay the kicker. Vault is the way that he comes back with life. Time the reinforcements. Should have seen that one coming. And I don't know. I don't think I pay the Echo. So bolting in the face ends up being definitely not the right play. The 6 life is just backbreaking. And Inquisition, I think we just have to let that happen. I think I'm going to use this Searing Blood. And he'll take the grenade. Decides not to attack in. I don't know if I just bolt off a soldier to push more damage through. Nah, I don't think I do. I need the bolt to actually cast the Reckless Bushwhacker. And I think the game plan is just going to be cast the Goblin Bushwhacker and surge another one. Hopefully he doesn't have another time the reinforcements in his hand. Looks like one's going to get pathed off. Zealous Persecution. Another extremely good card. All right. So the burn route was definitely the right way to go. Fortunately, we have a lot of dead cards. Already used a bolt. He's got rid of a grenade. And the Lingering Souls is going to be very difficult, especially the Vault of the Archangel. And the Inquisition taking the last lightning bolt. So ends up being, the time reinforcement was definitely key there. I think we could have pushed through a bunch of damage. But this is a solid deck. This is a deck I think that, that just the burn route rather than goblins would be a better route to go. So unfortunately, I think the play here, I think for him is just to activate Vault of the Archangel every turn. He might decide just to cast back the Lingering Souls. And Intangible Virtue, yeah, there's no way we come back from this. All right, we'll go on to the next match. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.